Public media producers from WGBH and researchers from Education Development Center are collaborating on the development of computational literacy through the integration of computational thinking and early language and literacy development in urban preschools. This project aims to understand how preschool children can apply computational thinking, or CT, while developing their narrative skills, and how early childhood educators can integrate CT into their literacy activities. In the project's first year, we convened a forum with experts in CT, literacy, and early childhood. Since then, through formative research of a learning intervention called the Story Emporium, we have learned a great deal about how preschool children can apply CT by recognizing and decomposing patterns in children's books and by leveraging digital technology to create their own stories. We produced the following video to give preschool teachers who are testing the Story Emporium an overview of the project. The intervention and educator supports described in this video will be piloted next year. Welcome to the Story Emporium, a new preschool program that uses stories to support computational thinking. But what is computational thinking? Computational thinking is an organized way of thinking that helps children communicate step by step how to solve a problem or complete a goal. It helps children with executive function, growth mindset, and even coding or computer programming. You may not realize it, but you and your children already use computational thinking every day, going over the order of the daily schedule, breaking down a big task like serving snack into smaller tasks, and even when reading stories. But why stories? Because children's stories are full of repetitive, predictable story patterns, like the pattern in the story of the gingerbread man. Here's the repetitive, predictable pattern. The gingerbread man is always the same character. He always meets a different character, and he always does the same action by running away. In the Story Emporium program, children will learn to identify and use patterns like these to make their own stories, flexing their CT skills along the way. Here's how it works. First, you'll read a story together using story cards to break down the story into characters, actions, and other story elements. Second, you'll notice the story pattern and then create a chart that shows that pattern. Third, you'll retell the story using the pattern, following along on the story chart. And finally, you'll use the story pattern to create a new story, using the same pattern, but with different story elements. You and your children will practice using story patterns while you read stories, do hands-on activities, and even while you use the story-making app. Along the way, you'll have resources to help you, from detailed lesson plans for each activity to your own teacher version of the app. So get your computational thinking skills ready and let the story begin!